Let's take a journey, shall we? My name is Preston Shannon. I'm 23 years old, and I'm currently working on my instrument rating out of Goshen Municipal Airport in Goshen, Indiana. We'll start our journey right about here. Midwestern Ohio has aviation deep in its roots. The Miami Valley serves host to Dayton, the birthplace of Orville and Wilbur Wright, as well as the true birthplace of aviation. Growing up here, you could say I had plenty of influence in becoming a pilot. Oddly enough, though, it wasn't until I was a senior in high school that I decided to become a pilot. Having come from a low middle-class family, flight lessons were far more than we could afford, so I looked to other alternatives. My goal was to join the military, then use their funding in order to pursue flight school and eventually become a military pilot. Unfortunately, though, God had other plans. Upon medical examination, it was determined that I was unfit due to hearing loss I hadn't known I had suffered. I was crushed. But I wouldn't let this stop me from pursuing my dream. I applied and was accepted to Bowling Green State University, where my aviation journey would begin. I was so excited to start, but these things cost money. A lot of money. Unable to get a loan due to poor credit, I dropped out after my first stage check and moved back home. Fast forward 6 months, I began to train at a Part 61 school near my hometown. I was able to fly fairly consistently thanks to funds coming in from 2 jobs. I made it all the way to the check ride prep phase before, once again, I was derailed. My flight instructor had his sights set on a local corporate job, and unfortunately had reached his required hours before I finished my private training. He moved on, and I was once again taking 3 steps back. Another 6 or so months, and I began training at yet another Part 61 school. At this point, nearly 2 years had passed since I began my training. I was nearing my 22nd birthday, on my 3rd airplane, and I was just feeling helpless. Not to mention I was bouncing from instructors. Then everything just kind of clicked. I was landing flawlessly, acing my maneuvers, and even my oral was pretty good. After almost another year of training, I had my private pilot check ride. After delaying 3 times due to weather and maintenance issues, I passed. I ended my private training with almost 180 hours total. More than once I had asked myself if it was even worth it to keep going, but the time spent studying, chair flying, and up in the air all proved worth it in the end. Whenever I'm having a rough week, I know I can go run a plane, get up, and enjoy some of the best views in the world. I guess this is all a really roundabout way of saying that the reason I want to be a pilot is because I want to show everyone around me, as well as those who look up to me, that if you work hard towards something, no matter how long it takes, you can achieve it. I still work 2 jobs and recently moved to northern Indiana to be closer to my fiance. This scholarship would help me tremendously because I feel like I've been knocked down so many times on this journey. Just need a small win. Fair skies and tailwinds, my friends. Happy flying.